What up? I am so tired. If you guys don't know, your boy did get a new I did get a new job, and I'm still doing orientation. So yeah, you know what that means? We're back to being an evening streamer, boys. But at least this could help D1 with having food to eat, right? Hooray! But yeah, man, we're gonna be still doing Xenoblade. We couldn't stream yesterday. Thank you, Eloba, for the first. Nobody Gamer, thank you for the second. I hope you guys are doing well. What up, Orum? What up, Ratty? Good to see y'all. Let's do some Zenless real quick so that we could get to Xenoblade. I think I'm gonna push Reddit to Saturday, because Saturday I could probably start it a little earlier because it's a weekend, you know. But today I was like, yeah, I need a little time. Man, but it's so good to see you guys. I feel like I've been tired for the past few days, man. Y'all good though? Jesus, I even had my tea. Anyway, man, let's see. You guys could see this, right? You could see the Zenless combat thing. Let's do the Zenless combat event. So Zenless is a combat event. I'm delaying it till tomorrow. Delay it till tomorrow because I feel tired. I'll delay it till tomorrow. Tomorrow's a better day for me to do it because today, because I'm still getting, I don't know if I told you, but I have a new gig, finally. They pay pretty decent. So I was like, let me push it to Saturday so I could like get some good rest, go live earlier. You know, I want to start tomorrow's stream 2 hours, 3 hours earlier than today. So when we do Reddit, it's like at a nice time. What up? Yellow, good for you. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. What up, bro? But yeah, a new gig back in the tech field. It's like a contract gig, so I don't know how long it'll last. But it's a gig's a gig, right? We'll take what we can finally get. Jesus Christ. Also went to a really cool gaming event yesterday, guys. It was a gaming event that was filled with celebrities. Something called the Global Gaming League. I saw a lot of big names in. I saw Neo. If you guys don't know who Neo is, he's the said I'm so sick of love songs, so tired of tears. I got to talk to him and connected with him yesterday. That was cool. Howie Mandel, big name. I think Howie Mandel did comedian. I know he did like Deal or No Deal. I think he worked with Simon on some. I think Howie Mandel also did I think he worked in Simon on, I don't know. So I don't know if it's America's Most Talented, You Got Talent, some shit like that. You know, one of those. A very big name. America's Got Talent, yeah. So Howie Mandel was there. He was super nice to talk to. Mad celebrities. Lil Pump was randomly there. Neon was randomly there. I was like, Neon? This is OD. I was like, I'm not trying to be on Neon stream. I'm good. I was like, I ain't trying to talk to no Neon, man. But yeah, he was there. Chat, that room that I was in for that event was filled with so many 1%ers, chat. Clinton Sparks was there, big name in the music industry as well. If you guys don't know who Clinton Spark is, get familiar. He was very well known for putting out a lot of mixtapes back then with a lot of hip-hop artists, and then he was like a DJ. He started making his own music. Very well-known guy, very big entrepreneur. He's like the head of that league. Ask him about the Mr. Beast Lambo Challenge, OD. I was like, I don't really want to get connected with this guy. I was like, I'm good. I saw him. I was like, okay, well, that's Neon. He's shorter than I thought he was. I was like, God damn, I'm a tree compared to this nigga. No, not trying to shit on the short kings out there. If you're a short king, much love to you. But it was definitely funny. I think the funniest thing to me was that I had VIP seats and Little Pump had nosebleed seats, bro. Little Pump was sitting in the back, bro. I was front and center, bro. With all the, like, they had mad models, bro. I was like, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look a little bit and I'm not looking ever again. I just looked to the left, looked to my right. I was like, Jesus. Anyway, back to the match. Like they had like models at that event. Like I was like, you know what? Usually whenever you go to anything that has a lot of rich people and successful people, you know they're gonna be mad pretty girls there, bro. It's just how it works. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. A lot of successful guys, right? That are made of money, right? The girls are just there, front and center, perfect posture, right? Beautiful dress, great makeup, great hair, and they're just sitting there, you know. And they're just, you know, clapping, popping off, and I'm like, do these girls even like video games like that? I was like, if they do, hey, respect, you know. But and girls do like video games. Don't get it twisted. I just didn't know if these girls particularly like video games, you know. But they probably do. They probably do. Bro was about to. You are a gamer. I haven't seen Lil Pup play. He said, you are a gamer. I haven't seen Lil Pup play Cedo play. Oh, man. I couldn't believe he was there. And I'm just shocked that he didn't have like VIP seats, though. I was like, nigga, why do I have better seats than Lil Pump? I'm in the front row, brother. I was there talking to all the big name people, you know, like owners, bro. And I left such a good impression on a lot of them. They already have a front stage host and they already have commentators. So I'm seeing what other way I could be a part of that, because that looks like a whole new avenue for me with regard to like my career trajectory, because that league and that field is totally separate from all the other gaming and esports fields that exist. Because usually the other gaming and esports stuff, it's like open bracket, anybody could be a part of it, whatever. This thing, while they are letting other random people be a part of it, it feels more insular, and it definitely feels more like a different realm. And I was like, I want to be a part of this. I want to help in any way I can. So we'll see what I can do. I have a lot of friends that apparently are in there already, and they want to help me out. They're like, so we'll see. Definitely, we'll see. I told them I could do production. I was like, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff I could do. And heck, even if they need a referee, just when it comes to understanding rules, if they need somebody that just understands rules for the games so that they could maintain the competitive integrity, I could help with that too. I could help in a bunch of different ways, because they definitely did not have. There was a point where there was a big drama over using modern, what's the word? Overusing modern controls in Tekken. There was big drama over that, because basically one person was using modern controls against another person, and the whole crowd was saying that's cheating. And I walked up to so Neo was facing off against this guy named Hip Hop Gamer. He's sponsored by Hot 97, all these big companies. And Hip Hop Gamer was facing off against Neo. And when Neo lost to Hip Hop Gamer, Neo's teammates were like, yo, I don't know if you realize, but he activated this thing called Special Style, which lets him do easy inputs, and that's cheating. So then after that, Neo was like, yo, he beat me while he was cheating. He's not even using skill. He's using these easy inputs. And I'm just now seeing it, but what's your YouTube stream thumbnail? That was actually a picture that I took when I was younger. That was young D1, way back, where I had that on my MySpace. That used to be my MySpace profile pic back in the day. But thank you for asking. Anyways, with that said, yes, they had cameras back then. The heck, they had internet too. Anyways, with that said, so there was a big drama going on because there was a he's lying. There was a big drama when it came to the modern, the basically classic controls versus modern controls. And I was like, you know what? Since I'm in the VIP section, I don't think they'll freak out if I walk up to the stage and tell them what's going on. So I walked up to the stage, went up behind Neo and the head owner, Clinton Sparks of the league. And I was like, hey, I really don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but Hip Hop Gamer is not cheating. you guys were saying that what he's doing is not allowed at events worldwide. Well, actually, here are the rules for the events that are held worldwide for the Tekken World Tour. And Special Style is actually allowed because it allows beginners to finally have a chance to stand toe-to-toe with the pros by allowing them to find easier ways to input stuff in the game. It's not against the rules. It's just a way to bridge the gap between beginners and pros. And both, and by allowing it, everybody could use it. And he was like, well, Neo looked at me and he was like, damn, come on, man. And I was like, hey, Neo, I'm not trying to make enemies here. I know I just met you today, man. I'm just here to tell the truth. That's it. You know. And then Clinton Sparks was like, to be honest, that's okay. I think we could figure something out. He's like, all right, since Neo still beat him 2-1, and the only time that Neo lost was when he used the special style, the fact that Neo still won 2-1, we're gonna still give Neo's team $40,000 and we'll give the other team $10,000. And I was like, all right, but I just wanted to tell y'all, you know, what the rules were. And he's like, I understand, but the show has went on for long enough. If anything, we will probably run it back in the next show or something. I was like, all right, cool. And after the show was over, I was like, thank you for giving me an ear. I just wanted to let you know my name is D1, and, you know, I worked at Twitch for half a decade, and whatchamacallit, like, I have experience for 2 decades in, like, commentary, tournament hosting, right? Like, I've hosted my own tournaments, you know, back in New York City. I've also done online and offline events, right? Like, also, what else did I say? I've hosted tournaments, I've commentated at tournaments, and I've also competed at tournaments. So I know all the ins and outs when it comes to just running events. And one of the things that I wanted to say was this: the situation that happened at your event could question the competitive integrity of your events, which may potentially lead to declining viewership. And you don't want that to happen. You don't want anybody to feel like your events are devoid of integrity. So in order to maintain the competitive integrity of your event, I think it would be key to have people that are referees that can, you know, at least allow you to know what the rules are so that there's no confusion when it comes to certain plays being made. And he's like, you know what? That's a good idea. What's your name again, son? I was like, D1. You know what? D1? And I was like, yeah, and I'm good people with, I name dropped like 2 people that I knew that actually worked under the organization already. He's like, wait, you know these people? All right, we're gonna get in a group chat. We're gonna talk in the future. I was like, all right. He's like, yeah, we're closing up real soon, but yeah, we gotta talk soon. I was like, let's do this. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. I'm really trying to, that's why I didn't go stream, because I was like, I'm trying to change my life, bro. I'm trying to change my life. I'm trying to get my foot into the door. Do something, man, because these people are trying to do big things, right? And they're trying to bring on a lot of big celebrities to their gaming events. So, hey, if I could be a part of that and get connected with all these people, hey, man, this will go beyond the Pokemanes and the Ludwigs and the Hassans. This is a whole other stratosphere of, you know, this is like another realm, you know? So yeah, I'm trying to go beyond another level. And the great thing about those people, they stay completely out of that like Twitter stuff. Most of them, they all reside on Instagram. That's their realm, you know? They're all on IG. Like, because when I was there, thank you, Master Dragon. When I was there, I was talking to a lot of people. I feel like whenever I go to gaming events, what's your Twitter? When I went to this event, yo, what's your IG? Yo, you mad cool. What's your IG? Can I get your IG? Like, that's like the normal thing I noticed with a lot of these big name people, right? IG is the big thing in these with these LA elites apparently. But anyways, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. So that was my story. That was my story of hanging out with a bunch of big name celebrities at a big gaming event yesterday. Got a chance to meet Neo. That was cool. Got to meet Howie Mandel. And a lot of, there were so many big, like, there were big name, like, people that I didn't even recognize. Because I saw so many people taking pictures with people. And I was like, who are these people? And, oh, that's this, that's that. That's this from this movie. That's that from that song. That's this from, I'm like, damn, I couldn't even recognize them. They look so different now. Yeah. I was like, damn. Yeah. Like I said, they had Little Pump there. I was like, Little Pump, you're in the wrong place, man. Trump's not here, man. Am I OD? And they had Neon and all those fools. I think Neon was like the only like actually the only like other streamer there, and they had Kickstaff there too. That was random. Kickstaff was there, but it was cool. He said Little Pump, the porn star. He's a porn star. Thoughts on Tyler Wynn and Ludwig on main stage of Evo? While I don't care for it, I think it's a good way to bring people in that wouldn't have watched Evo otherwise. The fans of Ludwig and Tyler Wynn will tune in to want to see them because that's their favorite creator. But the people who usually would rather see, like, you know, Daigo versus insert big name here, they're probably going to be upset. I've seen the drama. I think it's silly. It's point blank period. It's a way to get it's a way to cross-pollinate. And for all the idiots that are acting like Ludwig's not part of the fighting game scene, they are so ignorant. Ludwig literally came from Smash. He didn't just sprout out of nowhere as a big name streamer. Like, so many people are like ignoring the fact that he came from a grassroots fighting game community called Smash. People always act like Smash is not a real fighting game community, so they straight up like disregard you know, his resume in the scene. He might not have been a pro player or a successful player that's won stuff, right? But he's definitely a talented content creator, and he earned his stripes just by being a part of the community. So yeah, like they're silly for acting like he's not a person that came from fighting games. While he probably may not regularly play Street Fighter, right? Like, he still came from fighting games. Tyler One, while he may not be a you know, while he might be known for League, he did go hard in the paint for Street Fighter when he did. So I think this is just a show match. That's all it is. It's a thing to bring the normies over to watching Evo, because they already know, like point blank period, the people who are gonna watch Evo are gonna watch it anyway, right? We don't need to be convinced to watch Evo if we already are fighting game fans. So the goal of them doing this is to expand Evo's reach to an audience beyond their normal audience. Because Ludwig and Tyler One are people who are massive and could pull big streams without even having to be on Evo, right? They're big by themselves. But anyways, what else? You were, hey, what's up? Hello, I'm dead. Saudi Arabia, let's up those numbers. OD, thoughts on the Saikuno news? We've had these kind of conversations before. All I'm gonna say is it's incredibly funny how some people are trying to call Saikuno a predator, when literally, bro, they had girls that came after him. People don't recognize that, right? The girls came after him. The girls are also of age, but like there are women that came after him. The only thing that Saikuno did wrong was cheat. That's it. And cheating is bad. It's very bad, but it's not on the same level. You can't, like, you could hate him for cheating, but you can't like throw a bunch of other lies on his name just because he cheated. No, just call him a cheater, and don't just start adding a bunch of other fucking hashtags to signal boost the visibility of your rage bait engagement tweets. Just tell it like it is. He's a dirty, rotten cheater, you know, who tried to pull the whole woo sad boy, shy boy gimmick to pull in a lot of thirsty girls, and then behind the scenes he's a gooner that cheats on his girl. And tries to talk to mad VTubers all at once, and he throws them a lot of money and all that. The Saikuno perfect, you know, boy image is slowly dissipating. It's so funny because I remember I met a girl who I went out with some friends, and when I went out with some friends, this one girl introduced me to this other girl who was a streamer. She was like, oh, my friend D1, he streams, and since you stream too, I thought you guys should get to know each other. And I was like, hey, yeah, my name is Dylan, I stream, like this and that and the third, content creation, this is all the stuff I used to do. I used to work at Twitch, blah, blah, blah. Oh, so cool. Yeah, yeah, I stream, you know, I stream from time to time. I guess the only thing I could say is, yeah, me and Saikuno, you know, we used to talk. I was like, huh, that's random. Saikuno be sliding into DMs. And she was like, yeah, I kind of pulled up on him a little bit, and he responded. And I was like, damn, I didn't know Sykkuno was like that. That's crazy. I thought he was a shy boy. She was like, and she didn't say anything else. And I was like, huh. So Sykkuno be pulling up, huh? And yeah, I didn't know. But I just remembered that girl telling me she talked to Sykkuno. In my head, I was like, this girl's probably capping. Sykkuno don't talk to nobody. He don't talk to nobody. And now all these girls are airing out their DMs with him where they're like, yeah, he talked to me too. I thought I was the one. I thought I was the one. I thought I was the one. Wow, a dirty, rotten cheater. So yeah, he's a cheater. He's a cheating doctor. CD. We're back to we're back to cheaters, chat. Next, Talawan is a good watch. Watching him play WoW was peak classic. People out here waking up every day just to be mad. I'm dead. Melee versus alt discourse, I'm sleep. The melee versus alt discourse is basically like the melee versus brawl bacteria evolving to another form. That's all it is. Melee, it's melee versus brawl, then it evolved into melee versus 4, then evolved to melee versus alt. It's the same disgusting looking festering bacteria that just never goes away. It's a mold that stinks, and it gets darker and it gets bigger, and it never goes away no matter how many times you try to scrub it out. It's the worst thing ever. That's boring to me, and I will not comment on it because it's boring. Anyways, who cares about Evo? Move on to the next story. Who cares? Another cheater. XQC versus Sykkuno. Wait, XQC's and Sykkuno. XQC's a cheater? I didn't know that. The only thing he did wrong was being exclusive. I'm dead. Whenever cheating happens, I go to the classic Gillette dancing video and read the comments. Everyone welcoming him to the Champions Club. VTubers throwing money at VTubers. Now that's a true sin right there. Who's Thomas? Thomas Easy. I always knew that Nikke was just a farce. Yeah, I'm whispering. He played them like a fiddle. Girls aren't into me, Sykkuno. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, girls aren't into me. Nah, Cap. If you're a, can I be honest with y'all? To any of you guys out there, if you are brave enough to be a content creator and you have people that jump into your chat, you have people that join your Discord, you have people that actually support you, donate to you, sub to you, throw bits, whatever, follow you, you have a following of some sort, girls see that. Girls see that. You know? They're like, wow, this person could actually like get a group of people together to come and hang out and watch his stream. That's something that they like, wow, you know, that's like social proofing of some sort, you know? No matter how big or small, it's still like a big accomplishment to have a bunch of people wanting to listen and see you yap. You know what I'm saying? And when they see that, especially the bigger you get, again, like I said, social proofing, right? They definitely gonna wanna say what's up. So of course girls are into him. He's capping. And it's not like he's a bad looking dude either, right? Like the dude has the hair and all that crap. He could make himself look like an anime character and it's over. Next. Pick a card, any card. 3 of Wives? Excellent choice, mister, you know? OD, money and clout. Exactly. D1 saying big facts. Yep, to be fair, Melee versus Ult is a lot more tolerable than Melee versus Smash 4. Classic bike ride. OD, classic bike ride. Remember Fran? I actually hung out with Fran. That's the crazy thing. So Fran, that girl Fran that used to be into XQC, if you want me to be real, this is OD, but I'm just gonna say it. When I was at, I got an opportunity to get flown out to the UK for $5,000. This was before COVID, right? Randomly, a person I knew that managed influencers said that this company named Zynga was looking for influencers to test their Star Wars mobile game, mobile PvP game. I think it finally came out on Switch not so long ago, like maybe a few years back, I don't remember. But anyway, I got flown out. They paid me $5,000, flight paid, hotel paid, food handled. And I was like, damn, they paying us $5,000 just to come out and give like full like expert opinion on what we think about the game. Do we think this is a game our stream will want to play or whatever? So we had to actually sit down, play the game, give feedback on the game, find glitches. Like we were QA testers basically for a few days out in the United Kingdom. That was like one of my first times. During that same weekend, I think Banjo got released for Smash 4. Or was it Smash Ultimate? no, so Banjo got released for Smash Ultimate, and I literally had a stream in the UK with me and Virum where we did Banjo Dittos like all night on stream. And it was hilarious. And then once we were done with the stream, he showed me to a cool place, like a little Italy kind of spot in the UK where I got to get dinner. We hung out, we chatted, went our separate ways. I went back to sleep, woke up super early, and boom. But anyways, while I was there, Fran also got flown out for that event. And Fran was super nice. She was super duper nice when I was there. We chatted a lot. We chatted so much that I was scared to keep chatting with her because low key, I was like, man, she's mad cool. But at the same time, like we're chatting so OD right now that I was like, I don't want to get in trouble with her mans. So I had to start like pulling myself away. I'd be like, I would yap about the things that mattered. And then after a while, I would just like separate myself because I was getting scared. I didn't want to get, I don't want to be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this girl's mad friendly and she's probably not trying to like hit or anything, but I feel like I feel like there's some girls that are so confident and so cool that they might come off as flirting when they're not, right? But at the same time, I was like, I don't want to get the wrong idea. So I'm just going to keep it cordial because I'm here professionally, right? But I definitely felt like she was so cool and so amicable and so easy to talk to that I was afraid that I might have caught feelings. So I tried to detach. I was like, professional one. So yeah, she was super nice though. And her man was there, by the way. Her man was there. So that's why I was like, let me move away because I don't want her man to think like I was just talking about games. I was just talking about games and she thought I was funny or whatever. But I was like, all right, anyway, I'm done. In my head, I was like, detach, move away. Next. I thought she was cool. Nothing crazy ever happened between us. But I just felt like she was so nice and so cool that I wanted to make sure that I didn't give her boyfriend the wrong idea. Because obviously he'd probably be like, why is this guy always around my girl? And I was like, well, she just enjoys talking to me. She thinks I'm cool. She thinks I'm funny. I'm making her laugh. And I'm just being me. And I don't want to get between anybody. So I'm going to go in my corner now. Anyways, thanks, Jinto. Next. No Pixel. Wait, what happened with No Pixel? What up, Mayday? I'll comment on it. How does Aklo winning an Ultimate Local count as winning an Ultimate Major? He said he won an Ultimate Major. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Thomas is Saikuno's real name. I'm just going to be honest. Every time I see Melee versus new Smash game, I get incredibly bored. It's a tired topic. It's always going to be a topic. People in the Smash community are going to find that there's nothing of import to talk about. So they're going to regress to shitting on the games that other people play because they have nothing else to do, right? They can't find any other interesting things to talk about with regard to their respective games. So let's shit on the other person's game. And it's gonna catch like a wildfire. And then people are gonna show their true skin by shitting on each other's games and dogging each other's games and saying how both each other's games are shit. It's very boring, very repetitive. I saw it. I had no interest. I saw this and I was like, hashtag no unit. That's what I thought when I saw it. Hashtag no unit. Man, that Nikkei Moon had a married woman cheating with him. You telling me Saikuno wasn't pulling? Exactly. You have to be blind and dumb to think this dude wasn't playing with these girls. Yeah. Hello, LSF. Well, no. I thought you were talking about Fran Mirabella. Fran Mirabella is amazing. I absolutely love Fran. I was brought up reading IGN 64 and IGN Cube reviews. And yes, there might have been reviews that he posted that I didn't like align with, but I still grew up reading a lot of his reviews. And I'll never forget when I had the chance to finally visit IGN and I connected with Pierre Schneider, I connected with Fran Mirabella. I was like, oh my God, I'm connecting with these people. Like, cause they heard that I worked at Twitch and they saw the good things I was doing when it came to Smash. They were like, oh, we definitely gotta connect with D1, blah, blah, blah. Out of nowhere, there was like an IGN party. Fran wasn't there, but Fran was like, yo, I see you're at E3. Great job at the Invitational. By the way, there's an IGN party going and I'm gonna connect you with my guy, Matt. I want you to go there. You know, I want people to meet you. You're an amazing guy. You know, I love the stuff that you're doing. You know, you're gonna go places, blah, 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 right? So he actually like DM'd another IGN person. He said, D1, just walk up to the front door and just say, Fran sent you. And I pulled up. I was like, hi, my name is D1. And they were like, oh, Fran sent you. I was like, dang, I didn't have to say anything. And yeah, Fran's goated. Love Fran. Absolute goat. So shout outs to him. Anyways, next. Great story, Ma. Star Wars Hunters. Thank you. Didn't know XQC. Let me see. Oh, the classic. You know. D1 saying big facts. Moon Moon, you have to be dumb. I didn't know XQC was into Asians OD when I heard of it. Let's be real, chat. Apparently, I saw a study that before the common thing was for a lot of people to be going after snow bunnies, it's changed. There's a lot of people that are now going after a different demographic. What is that demographic? The demographic that you said that whatchamacallit, XQC was into. Anyways, it is. I'm just the messenger, man. I'm just the messenger. Next. I miss the days when how we made banger songs over Twitch dramas. I miss that too. You didn't want to cut him respect? This guy. We're doing Reddit today, delaying it to tomorrow. Yeah, I'd rather do it tomorrow. Cause whatchamacallit. I mean, if there's enough of an ask to do it today, maybe I'll switch. But I started off today's stream feeling mad sleepy. I didn't know how long I was gonna go. Maybe we'll do it today. Fuck it. It depends. We'll probably do it today. If there's enough people asking. If the energy's up for Reddit, I'll do it. But I was actually trying to do this into Xenoblade, to be honest, and just talk with you guys until I pass out. No Pixel is returning with a big thing soon. Now they're with Rockstar. Saw some names coming back to RP I never thought I'd see again. And 7.8 out of 10. Who? What's 7.8 out of 10? Is that the score that they gave Wuwa? 7 out of 10 for the story? Genazad? I forget. Anyways, trickle in. Welcome Saikuno to the Champions Club. That's OD. Raul! Oh, Raul was actually crazy. Anyways, hey, how's it going, Nate? It's a pleasure to see you. Wait, and maybe not the Champions Club. He did cheat a lot, but I don't think he... Well, the Champions Club wasn't him whispering to that, to the minor, though. Dr. Disrespect. People were already being welcomed to the Champions Club just for cheating. Just for cheating. Just for cheating. You know? XQC into big juicers. All I'm saying with this past relationships. What are big juicers? People that do drugs? It's mostly about when Doc cheated, not what happened after. Exactly. Yeah. It was, yeah, the Champions Club was him cheating. Never anything else. The other stuff is just, yeah. What is this? Is this a I'm Dante song? I'm Dante XQC this? This sounds good. No, not drugs. I'll give you 2 guesses. 2 is enough. Okay, 2 is all I needed to hear, man. Jesus. So you're saying XQC is into busts. Is that why you thought he wasn't into that particular demographic? Because usually that demographic is lacking when it comes to that. Anyways, I guess you missed the diss track stream. I saw a stream where they were shitting on that girl named Bonnie because apparently she was 18 and the dude that she did stuff with was 16. So everybody's like, that Bonnie girl is it looks like that Bonnie girl is not getting the same level of backlash that Call Me Carson did. And I think Call Me Carson was 19 and the girl was 17. Very weird situations. Anyways, next, I swear the second MFers get clout money, frame one day either talk to minors or cheat, sometimes both in a combo package. That's actually a tweet that I saw somebody say too. That's literally a tweet I saw. Last time I saw Star Wars Hunters is still. Wait, what? The last time I hear Star Wars Hunters is still. My man hit me with a fragment. Chat, it's time for me to play Bedless Bombero. All right, let's do this. He said, is still. Well, that's great. All right, chat, let's see what today's shill is. This is physical next. This is electric and ether next. This is ether. This is for anomaly. What's this one for? Anomaly 2? What's this? No resistances? When dealing sufficient enemy, this looks like you could play whatever. What are the buffs? The buffs are, wait, is this attack? Okay, so this is for the Sambi mains. This is for the, where's anomaly? Okay, anomaly is here, thank God. When an agent hits an enemy that's not stunned, the days increase by 10%. When hitting a stun enemy, crit damage increases. And the enemy's stun damage. Okay, so this is for, I guess I could put Rupture on this. And this I could put for anomaly. And this, I don't have any characters that benefit off this except Haramasa. Gotcha. So I could probably throw Miyabi in the middle. I could so on the right side, I could do Ye Shengwang. On the left side, I could do Arya. Middle, I could do Miyabi. I could do Miyabi and I could do Miyabi, Yanagi. I could do Miyabi, Yanagi, and Astra Yao, or Miyabi, Yanagi, Yuzuha. Either or. Squad building? I don't want to do that. Why? I don't want to do no squad building. I don't need help. I'll just switch this. There. Man said squad building. You think I need help? The game's trying to backseat. Man said squad building. I don't know if you need help, good sir, but I don't need good help. I don't need help. I don't need help. All right. This is for the chatters that come into my chat and say I can't beat the end game in Zenless Zone 0. All right. Man, D1, I still can't beat this. Meanwhile, you look at their builds and you're like, bro, you know we're here. You know we have a Discord. You could ask us. Nah, I'd rather not do any research, to be honest. I like to do Frankenstein, experiments on my own and then get real frustrated, then rage quit when I can't beat it, and then deprive myself of pulls when the game is literally throwing free gems at me for beating the content. Do as you please. Go put non-synergistic characters together and then wonder why you're losing, and then quit the game. See ya. I don't need help. Proceeds to spam auto. Wait, did you say spamming auto? First off, the games that I spam auto in the most are the gacha games that literally allow you to still clear content while spamming auto, right? Some of these gacha games have so much nuance to it that I'm gonna learn the bare minimum and then just use auto. I don't mind learning how to put teams together, learning how to build the characters, but let's be real. Like, some of these games, the auto is so good that I'm gonna let it rock. Me not wanting to use a squad building guide from the game, I'd rather use it from humans. One of the reasons why I don't use squad building guides from the game is because, first off, this is a game that I don't need help in. This is a game that I'm good at. I'm good at this game. I could play this, I could play Genshin, I could play HSR, right? The only time that I actually truly need assistance is maybe if something new comes out and I didn't research how to play the game or the characters. Like maybe there's a new character, there's certain rotations, maybe there's new rotations, maybe there's refined optimal rotations that I still haven't yet honed with characters. There I'll take help, but usually humans help me with that. It's either you guys from the chat who I'll willingly listen to, or guide videos. But I'm not gonna look at no squad building guide. Why? I'm not struggling in Zenless. Maybe you are, and I understand that. That's fine. You know, understand. That's cool. He said, what's wrong with my Yvonne? Look at my Leviathan. I haven't gotten to Yvonne yet. You got it all the way to level 90 and got a sim. Unlike you, I have Carbo Weapon Lock. I just got a weapon Rossi patch. You know what? As long as these guys are battling amongst each other, I'm chilling. So, thank you, Color, for distracting him. I appreciate you. With that said, what's happening in the fighting game realm right now? I guess the only thing we talked about so far was Ludwig and Title 1. What was the verdict? That's going to bring more eyes to Evo. If you weren't gonna watch Evo already, those guys being there are gonna make you watch Evo, right? I don't know how you guys feel about that, but that was my take. Seeing G Una's tweet where he's like, what would suck is if Ludwig or Tyler One stopped playing Street Fighter after the event was over. You know that's gonna happen though. Like, it's not gonna be like, oh, we played Street Fighter at Evo, now Street Fighter is gonna be our main game. I'm sorry, but it's not gonna be like what happened with the VTubers in Japan, where they decided to take on Street Fighter 6, love Street Fighter 6, stuck to Street Fighter 6, and then Street Fighter 6 continued to blow up in Japan. That's an anomaly, right? Let's be real. The Ludwigs and the Tyler Ones, they're gonna keep finding the next most hype game that's out, and they're gonna play it because they already understand that's the game. That's just how it is. It's either they're gonna go back to League, or you're gonna play whatever the next trending thing is. You know, that's it. And see, and there it is. Tyler One still plays randomly, so it's fine. Strive 2.0 is kind of fire. I was outright not gonna roll because I got self-control. Cool thumbnail, D. Thanks, man. You did get your 4th Ardelli. Ardelli, let's up those numbers. You're trying to get Tang Tang? Evo doing this to boost their numbers? Exactly. They're just trying to boost their numbers. Yeah, I'm about to give these characters their battle pass. Nice. He just doesn't stream Street Fighter. Oh, okay, yeah. That's what... Because Giuna had a whole thing. Let's see if I could find Giuna's tweet. All right, Giuna's tweet. A lot of discourse around this, but one thing is bothering me that I want to address. Too many people are saying Street Fighter 6 blew up in Japan because influencers, VTubers played it. That is not true, and I can give you 100 examples where this has not worked in the past. Influencers get paid to promote games or events on a daily basis. And 99% of the time, this leads to nothing more than a temporary bump in viewership and a check in the streamer's pocket. What made Street Fighter 6 different was that these influencers actually cared about the game. They practiced outside of their paid streams. They respected the game and the community, and they took their matches seriously. The FGC in turn saw this dedication and welcomed them with open arms, which led to the explosive growth we saw in Japan. I've got nothing against these two being brought on stage to put on a show match, as long as they'll take it seriously, regardless of their level. As long as they put in the work trying to improve, respect the game, and care about the result, then they are no different from any other competitors in the FGC. But it's obvious they're just there to try and be entertaining while collecting a check. But if it's obvious they're just there to try to be entertaining while collecting a check, then this is not something I'd want to see in future events. That's what he had to say. What do you? So that's basically it. Tyler One doing variety means good old cinema. Tyler One ran a modern tournament a while back. Yeah. T1 has 2 kids. He can't be bothered playing JPs unranked. To be fair, Tyler One got 2 kids under the age of 3. He probably doesn't have a lot of time right now to play Street Fighter 6. They played fighting games for the ATT Annihilator Cup. Yeah, exactly. He said he hates streaming the game. There's still some replays that pop up of Tyler One every now and then. Again, like that one Ubisoft Hyperscape game. Like T1 grinded from bronze to master. Yeah, he did it. He did all that. So I think he deserves respect to Rooney for his the time that he clocked in. I think they should like just be happy. It's just funny to me because the moment I saw that thing happen, I saw like Chris G, you know, giving his take, and I was like, here we go. We're probably gonna see fighting gamers. Okay, that was a waste. Run it back. That was really bad. I think this is the wrong event to have this as a pre-match though. Yeah, I did think them having that at Evo to me was kind of weird for them to promote.
I'll handle it.
I saw it and I was like, huh? Yeah, while we the sensible ones say who care, right? While we the sensible ones say who cares, chat, do understand. do understand there are people that legit. Okay, I got disorder. There are people that legitimately have like issues for some reason.
Good work, Chief. It's over.
Oh, I still have the buffs. Okay, there's some people who legitimately saw this and they're like, I miss the days when the fighting game community, you know, used to promote like Daigo versus whatever, or you know what I'm saying? They miss those old days of, hey, let's watch Evo and see, you know, let's watch Evo and see skilled people, watch skilled people that are actually like super sick at the game. And now it's like they feel like Evil's just like selling out every time they see Evil. They just feel like Evil's selling out OD. And what if they are, right? I mean, again, I think they're just trying to bring, new people
Give them no respite.
into their, they're just trying to bring new eyes. They're trying to cross-pollinate the fan bases of these players. That's it. Like, they understand if they get Ludwig's people. Oops, I messed up. I messed up big time. Fuck me, dude. Let me lock in. Okay, I'm good again. I fucked up. Anyways, that shows that I'm really bad at talking and playing at the same time. But anyways, yeah, what I was trying to say is I just think it's like, it's them trying to cross-pollinate, right? Let's bring Lily Pichu, let's bring XYZ gamers in to Evo. Let's be real. As much as people said that they're not a fan of this, they're not privy to the fact that there are people who legitimately saw Lily Pichu at Evo and they got hyped. When they saw Lily Pichu at Evo, they got so hyped to see her at Evo that they were inspired to want to get into fighting games, apparently. I've heard some ladies did say that. They're like, yo, seeing Lily Pichu actually play fighting games made me want to get into fighting games. I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, if that's actually facts, I'm hyped to hear it, you know? I'm actually hyped to hear it. And that shows that there is a benefit to that. As much as people want to act like it's a big problem. Oh, I'm barely there. I suck at game. Let me try a different one. Lily Pichu Harada was a Tekken event, not the Evo Showcase. That was a Tekken event, you're right. Evo, it's not that big of a deal. Run it back. I'm gonna bring other girl.
Where are we going?
I'll legitimately bring, or is she? I'll bring her. I'll bring her. F it. Lily Pichu Harada was a Tekken event. That's true. It wasn't a main event. Who cares? Ludwig and Taiwan couldn't care less about the lame internet hate. Does understand that Disney gets so sensible. People love gatekeeping. Harada and Lily Pichu were busy. Do understand? It was not. Evo, it's not that big of a deal, though it's kind of lame for a showcase match. Yeah, I would have been hyped to see like them talk about like Daigo versus Mena. Like, if you're telling me about a showcase match, I'd love to see something that has that's concerning players, you know, from the community. Yeah, I don't think the majority of venues is going to sit down to watch Title 1 versus Ludwig. I'd rather go watch round 2 pools. Yep.
Good work, Chief.
Yep. Like, I definitely would see Ludwig and Title 1 and I'd be like, huh? But I know that, like you said, there are going to be people that are going to want to pull up and see them do their thing. Man. Yeah, it's for the normies. And the normies will eat it up. Now, I don't know if they're actually going to be I don't know if the normies are going to be in the venue. Well, Evo is now a more normie focused event, though, I feel.
No respite.
Justin versus Betty, like, was like I said, a much watch thing. Everybody stopped what we're doing to watch it. Haven't seen a crowd that big at Evo forever.
Careful, the enemy's recovered.
Yeah, I guess the Justin versus... Funny enough, when I saw Justin versus Betty, at first I was like, huh? And I was like confused until I learned apparently there was lore behind this. And a lot of people were hyped. So once I realized, okay, a lot of people are hyped about this, well, fuck it. Like at first, I thought she was just another, you know, I thought it, I didn't care if it was a girl or not. I just felt like, I guess when I saw it, I was like confused because I was like, nobody's gonna randomly just have a show match of insert rando here on the stage unless these people have clout. But I guess when it came to her situation, she wasn't a rando, right? She was a person who was really out here. That said, I hope Talawin bodies Ludwig. OD.
There's no time to lose. The cold is silent. Weak spot located.
E-Rob. Yeah. Oh man, this is terrible.
Seems my work isn't finished. I see it. Purging slash.
You keep getting close, but not close enough. A? What'd you say, A?